Recording. Verify integrity of game files. Okay, cool. Someone's playing Original Sin. That's cool. I'll close this cursed file. Slow run. Ugh. Still, I don't know what made that run not work. I almost feel like I missed myself resetting or something. Weird. Should be considerably faster. I don't know. I do not know. Because Tanishi should be 5 seconds faster than Gil. See that? I don't know. Okay. Not gonna overthink that one. Still, it's nice to get something resembling a good run. Something adjacent. Okay, I'm gonna restart straight away. Rock bottom. I had a couple loading screens too. Maybe that added up. Maybe there was more stuttering. Perhaps more stuttering from stream? Worse load times all over the place. Game having micro pauses? Possible. I forgot I was out of water. Man, it's gonna... Now I'm experiencing Kenshi the way it's supposed to be experienced. Like I'm actually in the desert. Okay, let's go. Cliff. Let's go. Past the dead tree. Benji. That guard is trying to abduct me. Won't let him. Did let him. He killed me. Killed me dead. Here we go. One file Kenshi runs? Or one life Kenshi run? So, like, how does that work? Like, you only get one character, and, like, Iron Man mode, like, if he dies, that's it? Type deal? That sounds like fun. Any way to make Kenshi even more challenging is a good time. It really is magical that first time you play Kenshi and you're just constantly dying because it's just a completely different game than anything else and just breaks all of the rules. Like, you expect to be able to take out baby goats easily or, like, you know, wolves easily. Nope. No, sir. They are gonna get ya. Okay, no spawn. Ideally, Tanishi up here. No. That's Claw. That was Claw. Okay. People dying stay dead? Yeah. That sounds good. Sounds like a fun thing to do. If I wanted to be the most safe I can... Maximum safety Kenshi runs would be interesting. What would you do? Like, I think the first thing I'd do is probably just... The thing is, I play Kenshi in such a like any new playthrough that I do, usually one of the first things that I ever do is go straight to Tower of Pain, Tower of Torment, something like that. Tower of Torture, Agnew's Tower. You know, the first thing you do is go there, and then I just loot the place. And the way I do that is I just send one, you know, nerd to aggro everyone. What I do is I take everyone to the top, the bottom floor of the Citadel, but still in this, like, on the outside, like the patio of the Citadel, I guess. Hide them at a wall, sneaking. And I take one guy and I send him in, aggro Plank, or what's the other, Ponk or Screamer. Yeah, I aggro Ponk or Screamer, ideally the first characters that I aggro, and they usually they're set up so that they get all the other characters in the tower to aggro, but I also make sure that I grab any stragglers that might not have aggroed, or they might have no. Oh, I just didn't have an... Wow. Did I? Yeah, I missed one of these. Oh, man, I thought I could skip it. But yeah, I aggro either Ponk or Screamer, and ideally aggro's the entire tower. And I make sure I did aggro the entire tower, run outside, and then I just kite them forever because they're robots. They're slow as hell. They're not super high athletics. You can usually outrun them with a fairly new character as long as they have like 10 athletics. And then I take all the other characters and I just loot the place. And I, you know, if I need locksmithing or lockpicking to free Agnew, then I just, you know, I farm lockpicking with the cages. And it's like endgame loot there, like real endgame loot. Like we're talking about like 3 AI cores type stuff. And, you know, then engineering files, and then you got your ancient science books and your robotic repair kits and a couple of really high-level weapons. Really good stuff. Why are you attacking me? By playing an ethical run? Maybe only stealing food? I mean, you could get by without stealing food. An ethical run. That's a neat concept, though. I like it. I really like it. So you can't, like, what I need to get into my head is what you can't do. You can't steal, right? You can't kill. As long as you can help it. Like, the only time you can, and the only time you'd be allowed to fight is if they aggroed you without you going out of your way to disturb them as well. Like, if you see someone who's potentially dangerous, you're like, try to avoid them, because you don't want to fight them. It would be immoral to try to fight them, right? Only if they, like, really seek you out, and there's, like, nothing you can do to avoid them. I saw Tanisha, I swear. Did he go upstairs? Did he go in here? Yeah, he went right there. Okay. Murder and slavery would be out. Yeah. You can do trading, right? You could also loot ruins. Yeah, looting ruins would get you a lot. Like, honestly. Yeah. That's what you do, is you just loot ruins. And then you turn towards headband sweatshops. So Yeah. In fact, there's nothing wrong with that. I guess maybe because Screamer and Ponk are still like, they're not like just random robots. They're actually like sentient. Maybe you can't do that with them. But they are evil at the same time, so I don't know. Like they're torturing Agnew, conceivably. I don't know. Ugh. But let's just say you can't do that. Then you still have like a couple of unguarded loot locations, like out in the, what is it called? The forest? Something forest? Come on. Oh. Run is so dead. Look how slow he runs. There we go. Yeah, leveling stats would be way harder. One thing that would be interesting. Okay, one thing that is interesting about this concept to me, no looting the dead. That's something that we do in video games all the time, but in real life, like, we don't think about it because we play video games all the time, but in real life, looting the dead is a very taboo thing. A very taboo thing. In most societies. Just not right. To a certain extent, I wonder if you could argue looting ancient ruins would be, like, you know, morally wrong too, maybe. Those are artifacts or something like that, right? Or maybe you have to sell them to people who would take advantage of the artifacts. Like you can only sell those artifacts to like what are those girls? The North. How do I forget what you call them? The something ninjas? Because those are like the good guys. Like, of all the factions, they're the only ones that I think, like, yeah, that's the good guys. Like, unmistakably. Tech hunters? Tech hunters are kind of iffy. Because, tech hunters, as far as I know, they're only interested in tech to sell it, right? But they work very closely with the, what do you call that? The mechanics or whatever? I don't remember. Whatever faction's at World End. They work very closely with that faction, but at the same time, there is a lot of undertones in that faction that can be interpreted, very easily interpreted, as them trying to hide the truth of the history of Kenshi. Like, them, like, clearly trying to obfuscate, like, the history of Kenshi in a very deliberate way. So, like, are they the good guys? It's kind of hard to tell. They're not obviously evil, right? They're not doing anything obviously bad, but I don't know. They could be hiding something quite nefarious, but they could also be hiding, like, something that would, like, you know, like at the heart of wherever, you know, Mad Catlon is. Like, maybe there's some secret ancient weapon that, you know, humanity could use to destroy all the robots, and that's what they're hiding. Maybe that's it. Which, I mean, that would be a good thing to hide. That would be a fair goal. But all the skeletons apologize to humans and stuff like that about the history of Kenshi, so maybe not. Yeah, no, for sure. Only associating with ethical factions, for sure. Oh god, they hate me. One that I would argue is an ethical faction, which is, at least to me, kind of interesting, is the Shek Kingdom. But only because of the current rulership. That's the reason why it's a little bit interesting, because the Shek Kingdom is like an evil faction that's undergoing severe anger management, like by a ruler that actually kind of has her shit together a bit. Oh yeah, absolutely they're wholesome. Yeah, for sure. Like they will like for certain make fun of you, and they might try to goad you into a fight. And if you fight them, they will kill you, but at the same time, if you don't fight them, that's it. There's no they're not going to try to enslave you. They're not going to, you know, like just outright viciously attempt to slaughter you. They're just going to try to goad you into a fight, and if you don't fight, you don't fight. That's fine. And they might make fun of you, but I mean, like if basic levels of racism compared to the rest of what Kenshi is, like the sort of like making fun of flat skins, that level of racism compared to like what's going on in the entire universe of Kenshi, I think is passable, if that makes sense. Because I guess that's where that faction really is morally flawed. Is they're definitely like I guess they're kind of fascist. I don't know. Super nationalistic pride. They believe that they are like superior. Now that I'm thinking this, they're sounding worse and worse to me. But you get what I mean, right? Yeah, for sure. Big flaws. Yeah, that was so depressing. That could have been a really good run there, but I didn't have enough cats. What do you call those? But you know the ones that I'm talking about, they spawn right here? Right there. The something ninjas, I think. And they're all women. They believe in the same religion that the Holy Nation believes in, but they're like not evil, racist, or whatever. Flotsam ninjas, yeah, that's it. That's it. Flotsam ninjas. I think that's the only faction in the game that's like the good guys, like the good guys, period. Like the only thing that I don't like about them is that they're like, you know, believe in that crazy religion. But wow, what a strange run. What a strange, okay. So I didn't get to Nishi, but Gills was right there, and I had enough money to purchase Gills, so we're in this. We're in this. So Gills is maybe a 3 to 5 second time loss, if even that. Gills is a pretty ideal candidate, actually, because Gills also has a medkit, and you don't need to change any of the equipment on Gills. Wow! I'm actually a little bit proud of myself for that quick thinking of like, wait a second, the spawn isn't right here. I think I see Gills. Get Gills now. Like, I'm not gonna get Tanishi, but Gills is not that bad. That is not bad fallback whatsoever. Oh fuck, I'm quite happy. Anti-slavers. So the anti-slavers, they're pretty good. Like, you know, they do a lot of good things. Obviously, anti-slavery is fucking, you know, tier 1, right? But there was something about them. I forgot what it was. Forgot what it was. They have like some faction or something like that they irrationally hate for no discernible reason, but I forgot what it was. God, I wish I could remember. So there was something about the anti-slavers. I forgot what it was, but there was definitely like one specific thing about the anti-slavers that made them bad. Like they weirdly wanted to kill us. Like, I wish I could remember what it was. Oh my goodness. But there's something about the anti-slavers that makes them not fully good. That's all I know. I wish I could remember. I kind of want to look it up now. Maybe it's they have like a guilty by association outlook. No, that can't be it. Is it? Man, that's a big thing. It's been a while since I've looked at all this stuff. I think I might see Tanishi. Going for the first bar, if that's is Tanishi. Wow. I caught Tanishi going to the top floor of the bar. It's a odd spawn. $14.15? Yeah, $14.15. Not bad. For going past that house. Oh, okay. You haven't really delved into the lore super, I mean, like outside sources for the lore yet? Because take your time with it. It's really fun. In fact, I think that's it'd be a kind of fun thing to have played this game and like really, instead of like looking up the lore, to have really hunted for it and like had like a lore journal, something like that. Oh man, I could have had an even better crab. Whatever. I saw one, I grabbed it, and that's what I should do. That's what I should be doing. So I did it. Beggars can't be choosers, sort of thing, you know? Just gonna get every single beak thing in the universe to come after me. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. That's all right. Okay, so now all I have to do is not get the same weird, unexplicable time loss that I got in Venge, as far as I know. Oh, and Gurgler eggs. So this run could still die. Gurgler eggs and, you know, elder beak things. It's a thing as well. Could happen. Okay, so this... You know, there was a point in time where I used to be like, if I got this far into the run, I was fairly confident. And for some reason, running Tanishi, that's not the case. I'm even scared of the Venge lasers. That's not common for me. I'm usually just, yeah, it's Venge, whatever. They have lasers. Doesn't matter. Feels like I should be, oh yeah, keep forgetting Tanishi is slower in the first half of the run. So you're actually going through Venge a little bit later. But then ideally, when you're in the bone fields, you start making up a lot of time. Try to read the books and exposition in-game, but you get distracted. There's a lot going on, too. So much of egg runs is a lot of potluck. Well, when you're going for sub 10, yeah. When you're going for sub 10, if you're going for, you know, 11, you know, low 11 minutes, you can have a fairly, it's not super luck reliant. It's mostly about, you know, getting down your own abilities. But once you're going for sub 10, you have to really start leaning into the RNG. You have to, like, you know, instead of looking at the viability of, you know, either getting sandals or recruiting Ray or recruiting Gills, you're only looking at recruiting Tanishi, and nothing else is okay. Like, that limits your run viability by an immense margin. And then on top of that, instead of it being acceptable to get eggs, you know, like go out of your way to get eggs, you will only accept eggs that are specifically like placed on your way to you know, Venge or whatever. And if you go out of your way at all, then it destroys your run. Like, you know, once you start getting into the really fine details, that's when these RNG elements start to really pop their heads out, I feel like. Of which there's a beak thing I avoided because I have grown a brain and decided to instead of just ignore them and pretend they didn't exist, I went slightly right. You know? Just did the very smallest amount of avoidance. Okay. I'm gonna be a little bit... There's a word that starts with a P, and I can never remember what it is. First time. Oh. Oh. Okay, I got some leg damage, but did it affect my speed? No. No, it didn't. It's hard to tell with hard to tell. What? Okay. That's all right. Okay, so 10, so I have 4 hours to complete this run. Okay. Elder Beak Thing, show your nasty head now, or forever behold your peace. I am challenging you to a duel. That's not an Elder Beak Thing. Oh, if those things would have like gotten a hit on me and ruined my run like that, that would have been so like insane. 12, 13-hour run would be really good, but it's gonna 13:10. Oh man. I'm gonna need to check the times on that one, but that's sub 13 hours. That could very well be under 10 minutes. So I guess this is gonna probably be on YouTube. And just to make sure I covered all my bases, I'm gonna just look at graphics settings one more time. Show all this gameplay and stuff, just in case I didn't do that. I don't know. Just want to be certain. Oh my god. So, thank you for watching and listening to my ramblings that probably had nothing to do with this run. If this is posted on YouTube or whatever. Love the game. Thank you.